So we can write Python codes and execute them in two ways, either in our machine or in an online compiler. So if you want to write and run Python in one line, what you have to do is you just need to open your browser and just search for online Python compiler, and you can go to this website, and here you can write Python code. So in Python we have a built-in function which is called print. So if I write print, then inside I'm gonna write hello world. So this is a Python code, and if I run this code, you can see hello world output is being printed. But it is not the right way to learn, write, or run Python. It is always preferable to write and run Python code in your system while learning and also developing enterprise softwares. So we are not gonna use this online compiler. We're gonna set up an environment in our own system. So if you own a Windows machine, if you have a Windows device, what you have to do is you have to open your browser. To set up, first we need Python, obviously. So in the address bar, you have to just write Python and search. Then go to this first website, which is welcome to python.org. Here you have this download section, and you get this button which is download for Windows. Click on this and Python will be downloaded on your system. So it is complete. I'm gonna minimize my browser and open my file explorer. If I go to my downloads, you can see here is the Python executable file. I'm gonna double click on this. So before you go ahead, make sure to check this, otherwise you will face some issues or you have to do extra setup. As a beginner, I don't want that you go through those. So just check this box and click on this install now button. It will ask permission, yes, and Python will be just installed on your system. So as you can see, setup was successful and Python is successfully installed on our system. So I'm going to close that, and to check if Python is installed or not, open your terminal. So if you don't find your terminal, just open start menu and search for terminal, or you can use command prompt as well. Here it is, you can search command prompt and open that as well, and after that just write here Python and enter. You can see we have a shell where we can write Python. So if I write here 2 plus 3 and enter, you can see Python is giving the output 5. Here you can write the Python codes as well. But it is not the right place to write all the Python codes, because as you can see, it does not have auto completions, or it is not developer friendly actually. So we need a proper code editor where we will have some helping hands, some tools built in. So for that, we're gonna use PyCharm. So there are many code editors and IDE like VS Code, PyCharm, and Sublime Text, but PyCharm is favorite among the Python developers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my browser, and in a new tab I'm gonna search for PyCharm. So you can see the first website, which is from JetBrains. Open that, then you get this download section, so click on that. So it is PyCharm Professional, which is free for 30 days, but then you have to make a payment. So we don't want that. Let's see where is the free version, and this will show a community download button here. So click on this download button and it will download the community edition of PyCharm. So the file is pretty much big, so I'm gonna pause the recording. It will take some time to download it. So the download is complete, so I'm gonna close my Google Chrome and close the terminal, and again go to my downloads folder, and here you will see that here it is, which is PyCharm community.exe. Double click on this, then it will start installing PyCharm on your system. It will ask for permission. Click on yes, then click on next, then again next. So you can check this for some useful settings. Then click on next and click on install. It will take a while, so let's wait a bit. So the installation of PyCharm is done. Now it is suggesting that after installing this PyCharm application or software on your system, you just want to restart your computer. Means you just need to shut down your computer or reopen it. So you can check this reboot now and finish, or you can just check this I want to manually reboot later and then finish. I'm gonna close the file manager and let's open PyCharm Community Edition. Accept the agreement, then continue. It is suggesting to import settings from Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna skip import. So after restarting your computer, open PyCharm Community Edition, then click on this new project button. Here you will see bunch of options like project env, Vaisconda, custom environment. I'm going to select custom environment and give your project a name. So here you can see that I have a red warning. You will not see this. I am seeing this because I have another project called Python project. So I can't create two projects with the same name in a same folder. So I'm going to change the project name. Like I'm going to call this first project. Make sure you don't have spaces or special characters on your name. You can change location as well by clicking on this. I'm gonna stick with the default and just click on this create button. It will create a custom environment for us. Here you can see our project got opened, and here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click and a new, then a Python file, and I'm gonna call this main. Hit enter. You can see a main.py file got created. Now let's write our first program in our local machine. So as we have learned earlier, we have this built-in function which is called print. So I'm gonna write print, and in curly braces in between double quotations I'm gonna write hello world. Then save and click on this play icon. You can see the output hello world in the terminal. Congrats, you have wrote your first Python program in your local machine. So that's all for now. See you in the next one, where we are going to set up Python environment on a Mac device.